G'day and welcome to the Heat Signature Daily Challenge for the 19th of October. We are here to steal 3 things while not being seen. And we got a slipstream to help us do it. So it should be pretty straightforward really. As long as we don't mess things up. One of the first things I'm doing here is I'm swapping to 30 FPS. The reason for that is it turns out the dash through walls glitch works more effectively in low frame rates. Plus, I kind of had not really thought about this when I was setting things up on the laptop, but frankly that laptop can't handle 60 frames per second reliably anyway, so why am I doing that? Because I then promptly managed to completely mess up the docking procedure, and I take 9 seconds to dock. Normally I get between 4 and 6 seconds. 9 seconds is crazy slow, especially on a slipstream daily. So this one's pretty straightforward. We just run through, we steal, and we keep going. I don't know why I shot him. I assume I decided I wanted reinforcements. I shot him because I wanted his sword. And the reason why I wanted his sword was so I could try and dash through that around and potentially dash, say, into the captain. But for some reason I decided not to do that and just dash this way, which is silly because, I mean, I can just use another slipstream, and did. Why spend all that time on that, right? And so here we do a similar thing. We're going to dash into that room, I think, is the idea. And, yep, there we go. It is kind of fun practicing it. And now we're just reusing the slipstream, stealing that key, and grabbing another sword so we can stab more people. And let's grab things and get going. Open that, grab it, grab the item, whatever it was, and duck through here and run through the window. No, shoot through the window and fail somehow. Shoot through the window and do the pickup. I could come back, but I don't think there were any items we missed, so it'd really just be to murder crew, and I don't think we need to do that. But yeah, so let's see. Do we? Yeah, so we're not even vaguely trying to stay within range here, because I have no intention of coming back and seeing what we want to do. Alright, so what do we got now? Okay, so let's see what we're grabbing. Now let's see. So onto mission 2, and we run down and grab that. All right, so in we come. And now, again, not the best dock, 6 seconds. On a day like today, that's a problem. I mean, part of this, I feel, is because I don't have my normal setup. I'm currently just trying to plan a route and where to run to shoot, since we're shaky. And let's see what we've got. Alright. So, I mean, ideally I wanted to be able to sword someone through a wall and skip one of these sections. I could try that with the captain. I don't know why I don't do that, honestly, because that would be a 3-section skip. If I could get that going, that would be easily a better plan. Instead, I just play around with throwing the... what I did try and do is lure one of the guards away with that, and it kind of worked, except that for some reason the glitch dashing guard didn't move until the alarm got set. I guess that what happened there is the left-hand guard was the one that was alerted, but once a guard is alerted, if they're standing around, all nearby guards are also alerted, so that's why they're then teleported to that location. So let's see what we got. Now let me just grab so grab the shotgun, shoot him in the face. I guess throw the sword at that fella, or just keep running. Just keep running, apparently. I still think I should have, in retrospect, what I should have done was go to the center of the lower right corner of section 1 and sorted the captain. I definitely think that I could have got the glitch to work through that corner, and that would have skipped a whole lot of the ship. Even with all this, like, that would have skipped significantly more. And yes, I wouldn't get that shield, but I mean, shields on a mission where you don't want to be seen are kind of meh anyway. And now I kind of want to head down here and shoot that fella. We're really hoping that the shots will go off, or we're throwing this longsword. I think we're just going to shoot him. Like so. And come on. Yes, good. He did get got. And now we get that key. And now we just break through the glass and get out. And it's just a matter of pickup. But, I mean, were it not for the sword glitch, I would have been really pleased with that ship. Like, that ship was a very speedily done one where I looted the only container. I got the guards in the order I needed to. There was a little bit of faffing, but not much. And we were on board for 3 seconds. Right? I think we could have gotten it down to potentially 2 seconds if we had gone for the captain. And these are the kind of margins that we're dealing with. Okay, so tracker and defender, those are not ideal to see. But, I mean, especially on a day where you got a 5 charge slipstream, right? I mean, the self-charging aspect is not going to come up. The slipstream's never going to be off long enough for it to matter. But the 5 charges is a lot, right? To be able to use, so. Alright, we bounce, so here we mess up with docking. 7-second dock. Not great. One thing that would have been interesting to try, especially given that I'd already not done very well, is to try getting through the secured dock in the bottom right hand. Right? Because what I could have done is I could have tried charging straight through there and seen if that would have worked. But instead, I'm just doing a much more boring, normal kind of slipstream run, which frankly I don't think is going to do it on today. And admittedly, I have the advantage here of the reason why I'm pretty sure it's not going to work is I think I remember what the score was. I do not remember getting this. Also, I should note that I did this run basically in Rome Airport. So this was a rather awkward run for me to record as well because it was recorded. Yep. Fantastic. I was hoping to get his item. Yeah. Because it was recorded kind of in a McDonald's at an airport. So that was, yeah, great. Always love to do that kind of thing, right? Alright, so yeah, we're going to grab this. And that also is, if there's any kind of weird pauses in the play, that's why. But I don't think there was anything that substantially interrupted me while I was playing. But let's say that's one of the reasons why I just didn't... I made mistakes that I otherwise wouldn't have. It was a very unusual environment for me to be recording in. Okay, so we grab that, and this is just running through. No one's in a position where I can stab him. At least no one's going to be reliably in a position where I could stab him. Again, I might have been able to stab through the bottom of this section, but by the time I could see that, I was already in a position to grab the key, so I should just grab the key instead. And now I'm just like, okay, game, tell me the most efficient route, and we will do it. So here, yep, you've got a key, so we're going to take a slight detour off that route, get your key, and then return to the most efficient route. I'm not entirely sure if I should go north or south, basically. Left or right, from my character's perspective, I guess. But I just decided to let the game do it for me. And it says the north one, and then I mess it up. So, I mean, this kind of thing is definitely not helping on a day where I'm already slow on docks, but them's the breaks. I do wonder, yeah. I mean, once you got the longsword, and you got the trick, and you got the slipstreams to spare, I wonder how frequently it would be better to just ignore the key, even in relatively petty situations. Okay, now I want to make sure that this lot do not come out with me. No, it's minimize sightings. Don't care if they come out with me at all. That's totally fine. As long as they don't get made unconscious, which is probably a good argument for not doing that. But, you know, if you're close enough to the glass, the guards will never teleport between you and it. And that was it. That's the last of the dailies from the short Italy trip. And then I'll see you with the next daily. So these I'm pretty sure I will have portioned out. So we just do 2 videos a day, or an evening, I should say, over from Sunday through Tuesday. So yeah, on Wednesday it'll be just back to the 1 a day. See you then.